Hey y'all, it's Voluptuously Skinny and I'm here with my post-op week 137 update. I am 150.2 pounds this week and, excuse me, sorry, I just ate a little bit ago. Um, but 150.2, so that's down a little bit from last week, but I'm still within my range. I know I told you guys that I ate like crazy last week. Um, Let me start off with my stats. I always feel funny not starting off with them, even though you guys probably know by now. But um, started off this journey at 370 pounds or 369.9, and had my surgery on 9/16/2015. So a little over 2.5 years out. And at that time, I weighed 329.6. So lost almost 40 pounds, or about 40 pounds. And then I have so far now, I got down to about 225 pounds gone. So right now I'm hovering around 220 gone. Not because I've gained actual fat, but I've gained about 5 pounds of muscle and looking to gain a few more pounds of muscle from what my nutritionist has said. So that's where my little fluctuation has gone. Originally, my goal weight was 154, and then I adjusted that between 145 and 150, and now I've had to readjust it back to 150 to 155 because of the muscle gain. So I'm still doing strength training. Not I didn't make it 3 times a week, but I have done it about twice a week so far the last few weeks. Trying to think of what else to say. You see, I'm just not organized at all. I got a lot going on. I'm getting ready to go and do the Cinco de Mayo run tonight, and then tomorrow is my MCAT exam, and then I leave to go and do a half marathon the following day. Last weekend, I did the Oklahoma City Memorial marathon, and but I did a relay, so I was the last leg of that relay. There were 5 of us that ran different amounts of miles or what have you. But I also ran the day before that a full marathon where I got first place in my age category. I was the 3rd woman overall. I did finish in a sub 4, but barely. It was like 3:59:22. And when I tell y'all I struggled with this one, majorly struggled, and at the end, I don't think that I would have made it. There was a guy who came up, and if you're on Instagram or Facebook, then you've read the story, but he passed me up. He wasn't even in the race. He just was out, just doing some running and passed me up, came back and asked me if I was okay. And I don't even remember looking at the guy. I just remember telling him that I was struggling, and I told him that that mile 25 was kicking my butt. And so the gentleman just started running with me, told me that I would be okay and that I needed to, that I could do it. And so asked me what my favorite music was, what did I listen to, and asked me what my favorite artist was. And the only person I could think of at the time was Fred Hammond. And so I told him Fred Hammond, and next thing I knew, he was playing Fred Hammond on his phone. And just kind of coaching me through that last mile, and he really took me home. And I think that he's definitely the reason why I had a sub 4 with that run or that race. I was so very thankful, and I was saying that he was my angel, and that I just was amazed at how he came out of nowhere, really. And wouldn't y'all know, but his name was Gabe, or maybe Gabriel. I don't know if his real name was Gabriel or not, but probably. So anyway, that was a little bit of restoration for me. So I'm just staying busy with running, trying to think about my next steps as far as trying to resolve my issue myself. Um, And I know yeah, I'm starting to lean on my own understanding, which I know is not the right thing to do. Um, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. And so, anyway, just like I said, y'all be patient with me. I'm getting back there. I will be back there, to that old me. I want that person back, because I don't really like the place where I am right now. So anyway, as far as my protein and calories were concerned, overall, I ate much better this week. But one of the things that I get concerned about is when I do eat a lot better is that my weight does tend to drop. And I don't want it to drop because I don't want to lose muscle. And I don't have much more fat to lose. From what my nutritionist is saying, I'm only around just 15 to 16% body fat. And that's already at essential levels. And so I don't want it to drop anymore. But I couldn't keep eating that junk like I was eating it either. I was not feeling well. I was feeling sick. And so my calorie intake this week on average was about 2,300 for total. And then for net, it was around 12 to 1,300. Y'all know that's much lower for net and total from what I have been doing, because I try to get up to 3,000 calories a day. But I don't always do it. Usually I'm around an average total of about 2,700 to 2,800, and then net about 1,900. So y'all can see that's a good jump down from 29 to 23, and then from a net of 19 to 1,300. So my protein is up. Last week it was only an average of about 70 grams per day, and that's because I was eating a lot of junk. This week it was up to, but I think like 93. My carbs were down, which I have to be mindful of the carbs. I have to keep my carbs up to a certain level to be able to fuel my runs, and that may be why I was hitting the wall so hard too on that marathon. But my carbs were down from last week they were almost 400, down to around 230-ish or so. And I need to try and keep those at almost 50% of my daily intake. And it's supposed to be good carbs, good complex carbs, but a lot of times they are not complex. Yesterday, I ended up eating a lot of jelly beans, just trying to make sure that I'm carbing up. Today, I actually did a little bit of grocery shopping and got a Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie. And I had one serving of that today, along with then I had some pork sirloin, a sirloin chop, and that's about a couple pieces of dark chocolate. Just because I have that run tonight, and I really need to make sure that I have the energy to do it, but I also wanted to have some protein on my stomach too. So I won't be eating too much more because of the fact that I have that race to do, and it's in the evening, and I don't want to not feel good, or be lethargic. So anyway, that is that. Dion volunteered today not today, but last weekend at the Golden Driller Marathon. He ended up volunteering as Fleet Feet Pete, a mascot. And so he really enjoyed that. So I'm going to attach some video to this one. And so you can see how that went for him. It was cute. So anyway, that's it for now, you guys. I love y'all. Peace out, babies. Mwah. You don't give him a hug?
Yuri, go give him a hug. Give him a high five. Yuri, go give him a high five.
Pete, you gotta dance.
Give him a high five, Yuri. Go ahead, Yay!
Woo!
Go ahead, Yuri. Give him a high. There you go.
Yay! Pete, you got gotta dance, maybe.
Another great marathon finisher is in the house. Give it up for Anthony Goldschmidt, 2018.
Go, Pete.
Golden Driller Marathon.